You're watching Drake Queen Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drake Queen Gaming. It's something me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you to the Let's Play episode of Beyond the Harbor. So let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, we're up and let's go. Alright. I shake my head, stirring myself from the dark again. I was thinking while we were at dinner about what we used to do back a couple years ago. Dawn's gaze hardens as those words pass my lips, his eyes growing progressively colder. And, well, summer's coming soon to an end soon. Tomorrow's the last day that the shaved ice stand will be open. V's face darkens, her eyes giving up the facade of joy. Well, we've made a lot of memories over there, haven't we? Sam rubs his chin. I guess you're right. I haven't had one of those in a couple years. What about you guys, huh? Did you used to make a ritual out of it or something? Yeah. Well, I never stopped. I just did it with someone else for a few years. Did he ever go and get it? Well, I'm not opposed. I could always go for something cold. Yeah, what's up with you guys all of a sudden? You want to go or not? The bear shakes her head slowly. I'm fine. I guess we could, yeah. Fucking hell, Ollie. I turn my gaze to him. See her coming? He's hesitant, but resigns himself to a nod, sighing quietly. I'll meet you guys at the beach then. The bear spins around on her heels and changes directions on a dime, heading back in the direction of her car. Well, guess who gets to ride with us? The cat leans into the hyena's personal space, smiling ominously. I want off. The silent hatred of a melancholy sun runs orange through my veins, carrying a sincere vengeance in its essence. That's what it feels like to be out during sunset in this town. So, did the insurer jack up your rates? No, I wasn't at fault. The cat stops walking, blinking a few times while keeping his eyes set dead ahead. Huh, Ma just handled that for me last time I got into a fender bender. Pretty sure what they were charging me skyrocketed, since she was pissy for way longer than last time. He resumes his walk as V brushes off her semi-obvious concern. She's likely become used to Sam's BS again. Dawn had been pretty quiet on the ride over, whether it was a sign of something we'd done or just some quiet confirmation that he wasn't interested in being here. I'll never know. The hyena's thoughts are slippery and hard to get my fingers on. Same old, same old. Sam, on the other hand... Whoa! Ward? Trevor Ward? Is that you? Upon hearing that particular name, I jolt up from my thoughts. There's no way she has to be... There's no way. She has to be mistaken. Nope, there he is, walking towards us. Whoa, look at you. You're even taller now. The iguana hadn't stopped in his tracks beforehand. He certainly would have now. What are you doing outside, eh? Come say hi. He shoots an uncomfortable glance at me before hobbling over to us. His steps are slow and intentional, his cautious side shining through the ever-present sunlight. The glaze that had formed on Don's eyes had more or less dissolved away as soon as he had heard Trev's name, and his big hyena ears stood high at attention. One second now. Water time. Oh, that's some good water. His eyes never leave Trev as the somewhat taller iguana approaches us with all the care he possibly could. Trevor, you look different than the last time I saw you. His eyes shimmer in the sunlight, casting a soft red flow as a horrendous toothy smile spreads across his face. Your butt is certainly bigger. Hey, it's good to see you all. He gives an awkward chuckle, smiling as his eyes wince. Don's eyes pierce the cat to the ferocity I don't think I've seen out of him in years. Sam catches the memo pretty quickly. Yeah, it's nice to see you, Trevor. How have you been? Staying out of trouble? The iguana gulps before giving her a little smile. Yeah, I was out to get a slushie before the stand closed. Ollie said I might find you guys here. Don shakes his head as another uncomfortable laugh escapes the iguana's throat. We talked about it last night, actually. I'm surprised to see you, but at the same time, I'm not. I give him as soft a smile as I possibly could. I'm glad we ran into you, Trev. I think I'll get peach. No, I want orange. Or actually, can I get both flavors? Of course. That sounds kind of terrible, though. Are you sure? I'm always willing to try something new. Sure thing, miss. Small peach orange. Are you all ordering together or separately? V shakes her head. Separate. She turns back to me. I'll pay for his. Sure thing, miss. And what do you want then, Mr. Rat? What about me, though? What are you thinking about right now, Oliver? Bubbles quietly rising from the surface of your mouth as your eyes close. Delicate fingers clasping together as you pray for it to all end. There's no God, though. You know that, yet you pray. The air exits your lungs in a violent rasp as you clench your teeth together in agony. Do you feel them there again? They're praying like you are. You flail your legs, hoping to find footing somewhere, anywhere. Prayer is the voice of the soul, after all. Did you think your soul was any different? Your eyes strain against the cold abyss as its gentle embrace welcomes you with open arms. You'd think miracles are born of this simple gesture, that perhaps miracles are what you've been living through. They give rise to a gentle hymn, just on the tip of your ears. A soft hum, vibrations born of your own crooked mouth, reverberate throughout your entire being. There was some connection in you, one you saw fit to rekindle with this benign little symbol. Taking now, water time. My lips move in tandem, uttering my solemn promise once more. I'm on my way. Excuse me? I blink a few times in rapid succession, struggling to recall what I had been doing. I asked which flavor you wanted. Oh, I'm sorry.
He'll have blue raspberry.
Sam smirks, scooping another spoonful of his ice. I shake my head and clasping my hands and massaging my temples.
Jesus, Ollie.
The cat's head tilts upwards, a soft smile creeping across his face.
I know what he wants.
Lahaina scowls.
You people are all awful.
The dock wasn't a far walk from the stand, just a couple minutes across the beach. I take in frequent bites of the delicious flavored ice, savoring the coolness of my tongue. Sam's taken to slurping his loudly, while V daintily scoops hers with a straw, pinky out. Trev's bites are about as sporadic as always, though it's likely hard to eat when you're constantly scanning your environment. Don is Don. I'm sure he would have liked to treat himself, but his damn pride always gets in the way of things. Why'd you all come along in the first place, Don? You could have left and had nothing to do with us for the rest of the night. There it is. The old dock was still pretty well maintained, despite the fact that this whole thing had probably been here longer than V's family. Before I can look at it for too long, though, there's a violent throb in my head. The aggressive flood of light is a bit too much for me at the moment, and I shield my eyes from its burning glare. A gentle hand caresses my cheek, doing its best to ward the migraine away. My own hand repeats its motions in tandem, and I groan softly. Ollie, why don't you... Her voice cuts suddenly, and I can hear a quiet sigh follow shortly after. Well, it's not my place. I shake my head slowly, careful not to rattle my brain around. Don't worry about me. I'm fine, okay? The bear's frown persists as she turns her gaze from me again. Heh. I hear a quiet chuckle from the cat, but before I get the chance to turn to face him, he's already back at my side. The clever cat wedged himself between Trev and me, well out of the reach of the ones who'd actually stop him. My mind doesn't get a chance to wander off before one of his hands brushes up against my side. I want to gasp at his touch, but I know what would happen if Don or V heard me. He'd have to stop. And the sparks of excitement I felt in my chest told me that stopping him would be the worst possible outcome. His near-silent whisper finds its way into my ear, and the gentle props of his lips and tongue tell me everything.
You know what I'm feeling right now, Rat?
His deft fingers find their way across my hips, before finding their way underneath my hoodie. He slows the pace of his steps a bit so that Trev's large body almost completely obscures us.
I'm sure you wouldn't mind if I caught a little feel of what you got going on.
That's lewd. He shortly finds his way to the waistband of my shorts, and in an even shorter time finds his way underneath it.
Of course you don't mind. You want this, don't you?
The sparks erupt into a full fire, burning away any webs that may have still been clinging to my heart. All the while, the familiar shadowy appendage reaches out of my arm, taking hold of Sam's wrist and squeezing it tight. I follow it shortly, doing the same.
You know...
His breath is warm against my ear.
If you want me to, you only have to ask.
My own shallow breaths intensify as my heart burns the brightest it has in years. I remember feeling like this before, back when he...
The fuck are you doing?
Dawn. The cat's hand slips out of my pants and rises to greet the furious force that rose to challenge him.
Howdy, pard. Just copping a little fill of our mouse friend here.
The cat's smile was genuine, but his eyes told a different story. He's marked me as his own, and any perceived threat of taking his property would be met with, Look at you, honest about how much of a fucking degen you are. That doesn't excuse your fucking behavior, though, you know. You know, Ollie won't say a goddamn thing, so you're... Dawn. And no matter how much you...
How much I what, Donovan? You getting jealous that your ex is ready and willing to ride my dick now?
Don practically forces his way through a horrified Trevor, listening aghast from the iguana. Listen here, you little prick. I don't give a fuck about Ollie, you hearing me? But I ain't about to take this kind of shit lying down, you dig? Been making passes at me all fucking day, and you just think I'm just gonna... Dawn! The bear forces her way through the shivering iguana next, placing herself between the warring sides. Can you even hear yourself right now? What the fuck is your deal? Just drop it. Hear me? Drop it. The hyena clenches his fist tightly and glares daggers right through the bear, all while his target remains completely unfazed at the display. He shakes his head in a single violent motion, messing up his hair in the process. Fucking... Ugh! He turns around and begins walking towards the dock at a brisk pace. His erratic and rough steps part the sand beneath his shoes as he steps. V's eyes follow him for a second, before turning back to Sam and me. Her stern glare has just as much of an effect on Sam as Dawn's, but I can feel the genuine concern behind it. Listen, I don't know what you guys have going on. Frankly, it's none of my business. But doing anything right now is inappropriate. Please. Remember why we're here in the first place. She turns to Trevor next. Oh, God, did I forget? Oh, my God, did I forget my sodas? Ah, damn it. My chips and my sodas. I think I did. Ah, damn. Anyway. I'm sorry, Ward. I shouldn't have shoved you like that. I was trying to take the quickest route to defusing the situation. I hadn't stopped to consider you. Are you okay? She offers her hand to him, and after some shaky deliberation, he takes it. Yeah. Good. She helps him back up on his feet with her incredible strength, and he brushes the sand off his pants as soon as he's back up. She turns back to us next as Sam gives her his best innocent smile. Come on, you guys. Alright, y'all, I'm actually going to pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank y'all for all I do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silverman. Thank you for going above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you to our gold tier patron, Teresm Guy. You're awesome. We love you. Thank you for subbing to Ultimate Tier. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to all of our not safe for work content as little as $5 already. I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.